Today, we're transforming an entire Minecraft village in the Create mod. Welcome to a new video on the Create world. Today, we're going to be doing some decorative building, but we need to make sure that the teleporters don't run out of juice first. There's no real way to teleport liquids themselves, but there are some ways to get it to the portals all over the place. First way to do it is to use trains. These would be very clunky and pretty inefficient since, well, time, but we can also teleport liquids as an item. By filling buckets and using item teleporters, that should be the easiest and the most efficient way to do it. We'll set up 3 teleporters, one for home base, one for Lumbermore, and the other one for the hub. And these need redstone power to, well, activate, so I think we might just use a simple clock. These teleporters are being fed buckets of telejuice that we can fill using a simple spout, and well, we're producing a lot of telejuice, so we should have plenty. Now for the other side. Here we'll set up a receiver which pumps the buckets into a drawer, and then we empty the buckets out into their tank. After that, we use another teleporter to get the bucket back to Beardstone, and now it's just a matter of repeating this 2 more times. While setting up the systems, I did notice that the teleporters only work when the chunks are loaded, and that kind of makes sense. So what we can do is use some chunk loaders to fix that. We don't need the fancy ones that allow us to pick how many chunks that we're loading, so the simple ones will do, but we do need some ghasts. And with these in place, we're all good to go. If any of you know why these teleporters are so loud and how I can turn them down, that'd be nice, because I've been going deaf while working on this. But let's go back to Beardstone and get on with the rest of this video. Today we're starting on decorating this world a bit more. We've picked out the locations of our towns based on the locations of Minecraft villages. This gives us a base canvas for the industrial town where the workers of the factories are gonna live. So let's transform these vanilla houses into a town that resembles the style that we use for the factories. While we work on replacing these blocks, let's talk about what the vision of this town is going to be. Since I want to keep the Minecraft vibe, I'm going to use the base design of the houses, but I'm just going to replace the texture of them. I want this town to look like it could have been generated by the game. We'll have some differences in the houses within the town, but it'll mostly be a whitewashed wall design with a red roof. Okay, this is the first half of the houses done. I like them so far, but we'll get a full picture of what it's gonna look like once the paths and the ground is replaced by gravel. So, let's get on with it. After I got the gravel in here, I decided to replace the rest of the houses as well, so we basically have a Minecraft village in the style we want. Of course, this layout seems a bit empty because the houses are pretty far away, so let's plan out some more houses to fill in these empty spaces that we have. The closer we get to the railroad, the bigger these outlines are going to be. That's because I want to add in some more workshops in here as well. And okay, the small ones are pretty much going to be the same as what we have already done before, so I'm going to do those off screen, and I'll get back to the starter base because I need to get some emeralds. Getting emeralds is pretty easy, since we have a lot of sticks and flint that we can trade with villagers. I might honestly move the villagers that we have in the town closer to the starter base and get them next to each other. That way we can eliminate some of the time we spend moving between one house and another. And while we're working on this, I might as well consider getting an auto trading add-on for Create, which will give us a passive income of emeralds. Why would I need that? Well, we have the MOA decoration mods installed, which require quite a lot of emeralds for the crafting recipes. So give me a second and I'll get the add-on installed and we can get going. The add-on gives us this block, which, when placed in front of a villager's workshop, acts as an auto trader. Every time a villager interacts with a workstation, the items on the auto trader will be exchanged according to the trade that villager has. In our case, that will be flint for emeralds. Flint is a byproduct of the iron and the sand farm, so we have plenty of it, and we will be producing more in the future. And with all of that hooked up to the power grid and the storage system, we're good to get started on decorating Beardstone. The MOA mods in the mod pack give me all kinds of blocks and different detail options like these benches. There's also a bunch of hedges and plants and other stuff that will give us a lot more options to give this town a little more feeling to it. Of course, to get that complete, lively, lived-in feel that we need, we will need some more things. A town wouldn't be a town without a little grocery store and some other amenities. We're going to get started on the general store next to this little square that we have. Because it's a business building, it's going to be a little larger than the standard houses in the area, but we'll still keep the same palette. When the shell is done, we can get started on the inside. By installing some shelves and some storage places and a simple countertop, the space feels a lot more crowded. Then we can use some of the MOA blocks and some retextured barrels and make the store complete. And that's about it. I think that this area might be perfect for like a social area where people can gather and enjoy their spare time. So let's get a pub and some other stuff in here. Alright, this is looking a lot better. I made a little sign for the store as well, and I kinda like it. I also meshed up these old looking advertisement posters that we can distribute around the store and in the rest of the town, which adds another level of that really lived in feeling. And I'll probably end up making a sign for the pub as well. But for now, I'll end the video right here because I'm running out of time. And I hope you liked it enough to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!